So what's up guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about stop holding on to your past, and that is something a lot of people do, and I've done it myself sometimes, and I think a lot of people get stuck in this, like dwelling on the past, and then they end up thinking about what could have been, what they should have done. I think those things you can learn from your past, for sure. Take those lessons from your past and then you keep it moving basically. And a lot of people just get stuck in their past and they waste the present moment thinking about the past, because it's like you can't change the past, you can't change what you've done, you can't change the bad decisions you made, you can't change your current situation by thinking about the past. Like, it doesn't matter if you missed an opportunity, there's probably going to be another opportunity along the way if you're willing to kind of do what you need to do and make that opportunity happen, and just getting out there in the world and doing your thing. A lot of people get stuck, like they tell themselves, like, because of their past they can't do something in the future or in the present moment. All you have is the present moment and the future, and your future is defined by your present moment and what you decide to do with the present moment. So if you're holding on to your past and you're just dwelling in your bed, being depressed or sad or whatever, that's not really getting you anywhere, is it? I just made a video about this not too long ago where I said that if you're sad or depressed, you should keep going till you get results, because it's usually your subconscious telling you that you have some kind of a problem you should solve. Now, to add on that, that's not always the case. There can be some cases of like actual, like, something you can't do something about yourself, but a lot of times it is something you can do about yourself. Change yourself in some way, be better, do something in the present moment. Even though it's hard, I know it's hard because I've done it myself, through those difficult moments and going forward, but that just makes you a better person overall. Helps you develop thick skin and things like that. But I think in regards to, like, just, you have to kind of keep moving forward, because you can't really just like stay put in this sad state where you're just laying in your bed and thinking I'll never be anything, and the past already, like, I'm too old and this and that. Like, in some cases that can be true, you're too old to achieve something if you're really old, but like at the end of the day you can still do a lot of things in life even in the later stages, and letting your past define you is kind of stupid, because all you have is the present and the future. The future is unknown, you can define it to an extent and work on yourself and do everything you can in the situation you happen to find yourself in. Not everybody has the same circumstances, of course, so everybody has not the same opportunities in life that others might have, but you do the best you can in your own circumstance in life. That's how life goes, pretty much. Life is not fair. Life is not always a fun ride, rainbows and sunshine and things like that. Life is going to hit you in the face probably a few times, but that's what it is. But just don't let your past stop you from doing something in the present. That's the most important thing that I wanted to say in this video, and I think some people just need to hear this, honestly, and be reminded of stop dwelling on things. And I feel like a lot of people also get stuck, especially regarding like relationships and stuff. People get stuck on their exes and like all this past stuff, and it's fine for a little bit, like maybe a week, month max, if you just broke up, but like, don't get stuck on all this, dwelling on all these things. It's not gonna improve your mindset for sure, or make you feel any better anyway. So you might as well keep going forward and be more positive with life. Now, you can always revisit the past if you felt like you need to think about a past thing that you could learn a lesson from. That's very useful. And you can then be a better person in the future in a similar situation. But at the same time, too much of that is also bad, because not every present situation or future situation is going to be the same. So you can't, just because you learn something from a past mistake, you can't inherently assume that that's exactly what's going to happen next time, because if you're dealing with people, for example, everybody's to an extent a little bit different from each other. And there's always different circumstances that happen in the situation, so there's no blueprint for life. There's no blueprint for relationships or people or interaction and things like that, so you just need to be aware of that and do what you can in that regard. But I think that's pretty much the main thing I wanted to say in this video, and I think that's all the key lessons I wanted to give out, is stop dwelling and start building the present self and your future self in this current moment, rather than dwelling on all this useless stuff. It's not really helping you in any way, is it? And like being sad or depressed or just being on your bed and not doing anything, even though you want to do something, but you're not doing it. Instead, you're just perhaps consuming too much content and dwelling on past mistakes, which is not going to get you rolling forward. Everybody has mistakes, everybody has all the things that have gone wrong in their life. I don't think anybody really has a completely perfect life. I don't think that's possible, but to an extent, there's still no point in dwelling. So do your best, stop dwelling on the past, build your present self, do the best you can every day, and try to get better slowly. And that's the way forward, pretty much. Thank you for watching. If there's a will, there is a way.